Well, this is one of my favorite places to be in Jamaica. This is Holywell, which is actually a forest reserve. And when we come here, we stay in the cabin. We prefer cabin number one. That's where I am recording from right now. It's not very clear, but from this view, we can see all of Kingston and a part of St. Catherine. That's the Portmore community, but it is I guess hazy, and I don't have very good picture quality, so we're not really seeing much. I'm trying to see if I tilt the device, if we can make out some of the streets out there, and we can see all the way to the sea. It's very rustic living here, very rustic staying. We don't live. We come up maybe 3 or 4 times for the year, and this is our cabin. I like this. I like fancy hotels, but I also like to live like this sometimes because we get away. The cabin kind of reminds me of what we see a lot in underground along the journey that Noah and Rosalie sometimes take. I'll take you inside. We have a fireplace. It does get chilly up here. Well, I mean chilly for us, which probably means 60 degrees, which is not that much. But this is our living area. Not much to it, as I said, very rustic. It's a log cabin, wooden floors. We have a little dining table. We have a kitchenette. I just finished making breakfast. I'm waiting for my husband and daughter to get back in so we could actually eat. In the bathroom, and excuse our untidiness, but we just got up. This is the little room where my daughter stays, and this is the little room where we stay. Not much to it. We have these windows and get lots of fresh air coming in. We're surrounded by forestry. The worst part of being here is when, of course, we have a lot of persons coming up blaring loud music. I don't get that. I do not understand why you leave the city and come up into a forest reserve to play loud music. It's just beyond me, and it's not allowed, but it's also, the rules are not enforced by the rangers, so pretty much anything goes. Alright, so it's my favorite place. There's lots of favorite places, lots of places people can like in Jamaica, but I guess because I like to get away, and there's Wi-Fi, but poor signal up here. I'm giving you an outside view of the cabin. There's 2 other cabins down here. That's cabin 2 and cabin 3. You can see them here. This is our cabin, which is cabin 1, which is the largest of the 3 cabins. And that's pretty much it. We have some modern conveniences, solar water heater. We do have a water tank in the back because we don't often, sometimes I guess they have water lockoffs. Being in this rural community, we're above Kingston. We're still in St. Andrew, but not too far from the parish of Portland. So we are pretty much inside. We're in the hilly interior, as we say. This community, where we are, is not far from Newcastle, which is a soldier encampment, been around since about 1840, and of course at that time it was manned by the British. Now we have our local soldiers training there. It's a training camp for our local soldiers, and yeah, they're stationed there. I think when we're leaving, I'll try to give you a visual of the Newcastle area, the Newcastle soldier encampment. That's our driveway, and a little bit more on the history of this community. which is not dissimilar to the community that I am from. It's a bigger soldier encampment here than the one from my community, but the atmosphere is somewhat the same. The air up here, of course, is great, fresh and clean. Sleep well, the best sleep you ever had. And of course, it's very close to nature, if you like that type of thing. I know a lot of people like their city life, but this is one of my favorite places. Alrighty, that's all. Bye now. Yep, I did.
Bye.
This is the Holywell entrance. That way to Portland. Thank you for that in my video. That's the entrance to Holywell, and we're getting some rain now. As you can see from the sign, we're heading back to Kingston. Around the corner here is more toward Portland, where there is Maroon settlement. So that's heading further around into the hilly interior. Hardware Gap is the next stop around before hitting Portland. That's again, not so great visibility, but that's Kingston down there. Right, it's hot down there. It's very sunny from what I can see, but it's raining here. Alright, we'll stop again when we're at Newcastle. Okay, we're here at Newcastle, which, as I said, has been around since the 1840s. We have some bad weather, which is probably typical for the area. As a matter of fact, it is typical. When you look, you can see some cannons there on the ground, you know, and you see the various coat of arms for the different battalions, different regiments, and the years. That's all along this wall here. They're doing some renovations, so that's what you're seeing with the scaffolding here. Of course, things have changed. They put a basketball netting. I'm sure that wasn't there in 1840, but as you can see, they have a whole view of the city here. Well, I'm not sure what you can see in this weather, but the city is all laid out down here, so it's all the way into the sea. So you can imagine that they would be able to see any Spanish ships approaching or any other threats to the island from this vantage point, and be able to sound the alarm for the army that would be below. That's soldier lodging, and they have a burial ground down there. That would be cool to investigate, but on another day when I get up here. Alright, that's it. That's it for Newcastle right now. There's more of their lodging and stuff. Jamaica is typically known as a land of wood and water. I'm trying not to come out of the car because I have had a sore throat and I'm not well. But this is not an uncommon sight coming from the Holywell, Newcastle area to have just the water coming out of the rocks like this. I want to show you guys a little bit closer.